Good afternoon. Today is September 30th, 2021, Grodino District, Grodino Region, Republic of Belarus. This is a hybrid variety, Belosneshka, bred by Viktor Mikhailovich Kalugin. This is the second year of the bush, planted from a rooted cutting in the spring of 2020. It has 2 clusters. Medium-sized. Well, Rava, I think, will weigh almost a kilogram, maybe 800 grams. And the one on the right, well, 600 grams. The berries are medium-sized, I think the largest, up to 12 grams. The flavor is very pleasant. Muscat, plus some other fruity notes. Well, overall, a very, very decent flavor. Sugar levels in the top berries are currently 15 to 16 brix. A slight acidity is noticeable. But I don't think the variety will gain any weight anymore, because it's almost October and temperatures aren't what we'd like. So, about the crackling. There was a little crackling this year, but it's not critical at all. Well, here are some berries that are a bit brittle, well, isolated ones, maybe up to 5%. No more. Considering that there were heavy rains a week and a half ago. The ground is still just starting to dry out a little in places. More than 15 centimeters of precipitation fell. It was also very cold, about 6 to 7 degrees during the day, and a lot of things were cracking. But this variety performed very well. Oh, yes, let's say very well, especially since the bush is only 2 years old. I think if, well, a 2-year-old bush performed well in terms of crackling, it should only get better. But of course, we'll check this in the coming seasons. And about diseases. I haven't seen mildew on it, and the resistance to cadmium is so-so. There are spots all over the place. Well, basically, it's catching the adium, so the resistance of the adium will probably be below average. And as for the ripening of the vines, well, the vines are ripening, well, so to speak, average. That is, well, here, probably 40, maybe 50 centimeters have ripened. Here, it's just starting. Well, the ripening is below average. Well, basically, it's a 2-year-old bush, so maybe it will get better. Well, it can't get better. And as for the timing, it seems like it should be a little earlier, but then again, such a difficult year and a 2-year-old bush, I think the timing should also be a little earlier in a normal year. And on a more mature plant. And I really like the taste. The taste is really decent. Despite this weather, the muscat flavor is noticeable. The muscat flavor is noticeable well. That is, well, I think the form is promising. I will definitely keep an eye on it further. Okay, now we'll weigh and cut the berries. Well, the scales are at 0, the berries are larger. 11.7 10.8 11.2 This is a really big berry, almost 14. Well, that is to say, it's a pretty good size, to be honest. Well, these are medium-sized berries. 9.3 8.2 8.4 9 Well, overall, it's a pretty good size. This is what it looks like in cross-section. 2 or 3 seeds. Well, it's a non-seed shape. The flesh is dense, fleshy and juicy. The seeds are starting to color. Well, overall, it's such a snow-white berry. I've really liked the shape so far. Very good taste. Very good taste. Decent muscat and some fruity flavor. And also a very slight crackle for a 2-piece. And this is very good for these weather conditions. So, I will definitely keep this shape and will keep an eye on it. That's all, thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, write in the comments, I will answer everyone. Goodbye.